Hi Aries, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading. It's a general love reading for all my Aries to see what's coming next in love. Today I have some evidence. We're going to do some letters, some initials, and some numbers. Okay, so we're going to get some evidence on the table. We have some signs. I also brought out my tarot dice. I'm going to grab a couple of those for you guys. So let's get started. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. I am a psychic medium. I'm a professional intuitive life and love coach. I hope you enjoy your guidance today. If you do, consider hitting that like and subscribe button before I forget to ask you. And for those of you returning, welcome back. Thank you for all your love and support, bringing your energy to all of our readings. Please give me some feedback on the letters today and the numbers. If that's something that you enjoy, I will add those to my readings. If those are helpful to you, you enjoy those, you're connecting with the evidence, let me know, okay? I have a Page of Pentacles. I have a Five of Pentacles. A lot of pentacles. And I have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of pentacles. Okay, so lots of pentacle energy. Let's just put those there for now, just for a moment. I will come back to those. They're just kind of an overall energy for the reading. I'm going to grab a handful of letters, okay? And we're just going to spread these out on the table. Some of these may connect to some of you, and some of you may have no connection to them. It could be someone coming into your life. It could be new love coming in. So keep that in mind, okay? I have the number 7. Could be the month of July is important. I have an N. I have an N. I have a D. I have a K. I have the letter U. I have a Q. I have the number 6. Could be June. I have a V. I have the letter P. I have the letter G. I have an X. I'll put that over here. I don't know if you can see that. Okay. I have the number 2. Could be the month of February. I have a second U. Anytime I have multiple numbers or letters, I always say take that a little bit more seriously. We have two of the same thing. There's my K. I have the number 8. The number 8. Part of me feels like this is an 82, like 1982 is important to somebody. I don't know. Could be the month of August. I've like July, August. Also, I have an M. I have an A, lots of letters, good. I have an E, and I have the number 3. So I could have like February, March being important, almost like a season. All right, so those are just some clues, and let's get some cards on this table. Let's see what Spirit has for you, my Aries. Okay, Aries, please share with me, Spirit. What do you want us to know? I'm listening for you now. I can't wait to dance with you into eternity. This is a union, the number 4. Okay. I like that. All right. It's a union of some kind. I have karma, the number 38. What have we done? Okay. Maybe there's some karmic energy around this connection. Maybe there's some guilt. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe there's some, I don't know, I feel bad in some way, or I don't know. Let's see where we're headed. And I have, this is a journey of love, a union again. Yeah, number 11. That's the back of the card, but it's still a journey of love. Okay, so it's a union. I don't know. Let's check out what this is. I mean, I do have the 5 of Pentacles, which is kind of like troubling times, difficult situations, like we'll get through anything. So maybe you guys have a real hard challenge starting out in this connection for some reason. Maybe I'm sorry, 5 of Pentacles. Here's my 5 and the 6 of Pentacles. So maybe we struggled for some reason. Now that page is telling me that I'm very open to kind of putting time in, energy into it. Maybe this is everything I've ever wanted, but maybe it came into me at a difficult time in my life, or with some attachments coming in, in it, like a complicated situation, or strings attached and somehow that I wasn't expecting. It could be as simple as a little bit of I feel taboo, like I crossed the line, like should we be, maybe we're doing nothing wrong, but maybe there's a little bit of a feeling of like this. I don't even know if I can give you an example. Like, let's just say you had another friend that broke up with somebody and they're not even together anymore, but you started dating that person, and now all of a sudden you're like, well, I kind of feel bad, but only because you don't want to hurt somebody else. So there could be just a little bit of a background situation, I guess, going on, a little bit of a background situation in this connection. Let's see, I have a death. Yeah, something ended, something karmic ended, in order for us to, it's like we had to get over a hump. 5 of Cups. We had to get over something in order for us to be together. A Knight of Swords, and the truth came out. Okay, so maybe somebody has to end something else in order for us to be together. I mean, whether it's a third party situation or they just, had to cut some strings from some old karmic energy. Something could be, it could be as simple as that. Let's just keep going. I have a 4 of Pentacles, so a lot of pentacle energy. Like I guarded myself. I'm going to say that this was probably a difficult start. Doesn't mean that you weren't meant to be together. It could be, it could be a twin flame connection. You can check out your twin flame readings. It could be just, it was a difficult start for some reason, but eventually the truth is coming out. The feelings are coming forward. So that is what I want to focus on. Yeah, here it is. Maybe we just had such a hard time getting over, I guess, some kind of situation. But I think that at the end of the day, the feelings are coming forward. Like, finally, this person's admitting, maybe they denied their feelings for a long time. Maybe they were holding back their feelings for a long time. Maybe they just didn't want to open that door and, cause trouble with whatever the situation was. But I feel like the feelings are out in the open now, and I feel like they had to finally admit what was going on with them. Spirit just said, now we can move forward, whatever that means. Okay, whatever that means. It was almost a sense of holding my breath until I figured out what this person wanted from this connection. But I do feel like they want you guys to move forward. So let's stay with that for a minute. I wish that everybody had this fairy tale start. I wish everybody had a perfect, clean slate. I wish that, there weren't other relationships in the past, or it doesn't work that way. Sometimes people come into our lives when we least expect it, and it's not a clean slate. But we work through it until we get to the truth of why we're supposed to be together. A dark night of the soul. Yeah, there was like a temptation feeling, like I shouldn't be doing this. You tempt me. I feel like I'm crossing over. We could have a runner. We could have a twin flame connection. Okay, maybe we were afraid of this connection. All right, maybe we were having a hard time accepting the feelings or accepting what I was experiencing when they were with you. Doesn't mean that they didn't want to be with you. It just means that they had a hard time accepting it when it first came into their life. So they held back on their emotions. I have no doubt in my mind. I have a feeling that you did have somebody who had a very difficult time figuring out what it is that they wanted. But they've stepped to the plate now with that knight and that page. And now they are, I have some regrets even at the bottom of my deck. Maybe they're regretting that they didn't step to the plate sooner. Okay, maybe they have some regrets of how they handled themselves in the very beginning of this connection, how they met you, how you guys interacted right out of the gate. you know, now that they see it more clearly. So there could be a lot of that going on. This person could be a Gemini. It could be a Gemini, a curiosity. Okay, I like the butterflies because that just, of course, is this transformation feeling that maybe they're changing, they've evolved, they've figured out what it is that they want, and they're being more honest with you. That I'm in agreement with. I have a Capricorn. They could be a Capricorn, and I do like the hourglass with the sense of kind of being patient. Sometimes people don't want to be patient, you know, but these kinds of connections, they do take more time, unfortunately, and all we have is time, right? So Aries, be brave, be passionate. Maybe I just have really deep feelings, you know, the sense of my heart's on fire. There's something about this particular person. Maybe it is a twin flame connection, that maybe that's why it feels so intense to you. But this person was either worth the wait, or you were more patient with this person than you've been with anybody else ever in your lifetime. Maybe there's just never been this kind of instant connection with anybody else. So, you know, there's a lot of different reasons why we're willing to kind of see where something's going to go. But I do feel like they regret how they treated you right from the start. Maybe they weren't being completely honest with you and we found out about it, something like that. I have a King of Wands. There's no denying what their passion is for you. Two of Wands. They're trying to move forward now. I like that. I like that they want to just move forward. It's almost like, can we put kind of the awkward start behind us and move forward? I have a Judgment. That came into me as a committed to you. I want to be honest. I want to be fair. I don't want to hold back anymore. I don't want to mislead you, is another word Spirit just gave me. So this feeling of everything is now on the table. Okay. Maybe it took some pain to get to this place too. Life is hard. I have a 9 of Cups. Okay. Maybe they're realizing that they're very happy when they're with you. Yeah, here it is. The 8 of Cups. They may have walked away initially. They may have gotten scared. They may have turned their back. They could have even have ghosted you, something like that. And then there's a sense of regrets. I was tempted by you. It was so intense. I didn't know what to do. And I don't know if I want to use those as excuses as much as fears, but you know, sometimes people go up those stairs. They walk towards something, and then they turn right back around and they come right back down. You know, like I made a mistake. What was I thinking? You know, the best thing that's ever happened to me was put right in front of me and I pushed it away. So if you feel like somebody pushed you away, they got scared. 8 of Swords. They got scared. You know, they felt like their hands were tied in another situation. I couldn't give you what you wanted. I needed to work through some other things. I needed to cut some strings, cut some ties. There could have been a lot of different reasons why they just quite weren't ready for this, like, I'm all in. All right. Doesn't mean that they're not going to be. It just means that they're having a hard time getting there. Spirit, what do you have for us? Where is this connection headed? I do feel hopeful because this person's now admitting their feelings, and that was like the first step. The first step was for them to at least acknowledge that this is a connection like no other, to at least admit that they have feelings for you. Yeah, you opened up the cage. They had been blocking, number 33. They really had been blocking, not even, they could be blocking everybody out. Okay. So sometimes don't take it personally. They just sometimes never let anybody in. All right. But the good news is that this door is open. This little bird cage door is absolutely open. And maybe you're the only one who has the key. You know, like you're the first person who figured out how to get through to them. Okay, so that has a lot to say. And then here's the number 8 again, the number 8. So that could be a clue for some of you. Okay. Look at you. You're confident, you're secure, right? Number 29, you know what you want. Okay. I see you waiting patiently. I see you thinking about what it is that you want. And I have to say, I do feel hopeful that you're going to get what you want. Like, I do feel like this energy is coming towards you. If it wasn't, I'd be honest and I'd be telling you, no, it's not coming towards you. Okay. Because I would want you to be happy. But I do feel like you have opened up this person's heart. I do feel like you broke the code, you broke the lock, you broke the seal, however it was. And that to them is huge because nobody has ever gotten to them the way that you have. Yeah, look at this beautiful sun, this journey. Okay, the number 31, another ace. This opening up, you've awakened them, right? You've awakened them to their true feelings. You've awakened them to them being honest with themselves. Okay. Maybe they're not ready to make you promises just yet. Maybe they're not able to tell you what exactly is going to happen next. But they are sharing with you that there's something way more going on here than what they ever thought was going to happen, and that their feelings are true. Okay, whatever that's worth to you. All right, they are trying to be really honest. They're trying to be really open. Yeah, this is a connection like no other. So they've come to the realization that I've never felt this way about anybody. I've always, run away when I started to get close to somebody, or I never even let anybody into my heart to get this close. So that's huge for your person. Strength. Spirit's giving them the strength. Okay. So just a lot of patience in this connection. It's moving in the right direction. You're an empress. They see you for your value, your worth. They do respect you, Spirit just said. So that's very important to me, that they do respect your feelings. They don't want to hurt you. They don't want to, Spirit just said they don't want to leave you, whatever that means. So I have a Queen of Cups right now at the bottom of my deck. They do want to see you happy. They want to see you happy. They want to see you secure. So that's important also. Let's get some love messages. What is my person feeling now that they've opened up their heart? They're admitting their feelings. This could be huge for you, that they finally have at least acknowledged that, there's feelings here and that we're in love with each other, so that's huge. You intimidate me. Maybe they were afraid that you were going to leave them, or you could be with whoever you want. Why are you with them? They start to say, I'm speechless because I honestly don't know what to say. Yeah, they have a hard time. This person's just having a hard time communicating all of their feelings. Okay. Maybe look at their actions. If their actions are, they're spending time with you, they're responsive to you, they put you first, they are, their intention is always to be there for you or by your side. Maybe they're better at showing you how much they care for you than actually saying it sometimes. I want to have kids. I have an Empress. For some of you, they may be thinking, I'd like to have a family with somebody someday. And maybe you're it, my Two of Cups. So for some of you, I watch your social media. So they're checking you out. They want to know everything about you. Maybe they want to know who you hang out with or who your friends are. I can't picture my life without you. I'll take that. Whether they're sharing that with you or not, they already have in their head that, like you've opened them up to the place where, maybe they're scared to lose you. Maybe you're scared to lose them. I can't picture my life without you is in itself a commitment. It is in itself a emotional commitment, where you just you really just want this person to be in your life because it would be so hurtful and so painful not to have them, right? So I love that. So if they're feeling that way, that's important. I have a Princess of Wands. So you're very strong. You know what you want is how that came into me. Maybe you really want them. You know, if you really want them, then just keep loving them and keep helping them be secure in this connection and safe in this connection. That's okay. I have a Three of Cups. So I have a celebration. I have we're going to get through whatever we have been struggling with, you know, like I guess a false start, I'm going to say. In the beginning, we struggled. Nine of Swords, fear. I was, just scared to death of where this could lead or how this would change my life, or I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to have a broken heart. I never gave my heart to somebody. I've never had these such deep feelings for anybody. So this particular connection scares me. I have a death. I'm afraid it's going to end, right? I'm afraid it's going to end. It's okay. I have a Devil. Yeah, there's this part of me that feels that there was something taboo in the beginning, like almost the sense of like, we shouldn't be doing this. That could be just a handful of you, but somehow Spirit brought you guys together. And I guess, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. But maybe there was a sense of, why do I feel like we're being bad, or we shouldn't be doing this? But that could be just for a handful of you. I have a Four of Swords. Waiting. Yeah, there's a lot of having to let go of either old fears, somebody's kind of expectation of what a perfect relationship is, how people go through stages of relationships. Everybody has a different journey. Okay, no two relationships are ever going to travel the same path together. There are so many twists and turns in relationships. So try not to compare this relationship to anybody else's, and certainly not to any of your past relationships. I have a Two of Swords. There could be a conflict. There could have been a decision on one of your parts. Maybe I don't feel like it's a third party situation, but it could be I had to give up that I no longer want to be single. I had to fight that battle with myself. I had to decide that I didn't, was willing to give up my freedom, so to speak, or change my life to be in this relationship. Sometimes people will just walk away for that reason because they just don't want to make any major changes in their life. They're kind of happy with how things are working out, their work, their home, their friends, and you get somebody new in your life and everything changes. So maybe they just had to come to the place in their life where they literally had to open up their heart and let you in and charge forward, right? I think they're ready to charge forward. I think that's what's going on. I think right now they are going to tell you their feelings. Like, I absolutely have feelings for you. I absolutely want to move forward with this. It took me maybe a long time to get to this place. Maybe that's what I'm struggling with in this reading, that it just seems like it's been a long time to get to the place where they've admitted their feelings. But now that they've admitted their feelings, I feel like it's full steam ahead. Love at first sight. Maybe they're finally admitting that. Maybe that's that kind of devil card. Like, I wanted to sleep with you the moment I saw you. I wanted to tear your clothes off. I mean, maybe there's a part of them that feels guilty about that. But maybe they just had a hard time processing it the whole time. My mind is telling me no, and my heart is telling me yes. Yeah. I have to tell you, this person has been fighting. It's like, why are you fighting it? Like, You know, when spirit puts you somebody in your life and on your path that is perfect for you, that you guys make a great couple, you make a great team, you're a beautiful connection. I don't know why some people fight it. I don't. I mean, other than fear, really. You know, and sometimes it's like my mind is saying, oh my God, it's moving too fast. I shouldn't be doing this. This is crazy. And then my heart's saying, what, why? You know, like, why can't you just let yourself go and enjoy what we have? You know, why can't you just, you know, accept that we have feelings for each other and that, you know, we're meant to be together and push through this. You are my sunshine. So you make them happy. That's nice. I like this the best. This is probably a good summary because maybe they were being really selfish up until now. Maybe it was all about them and what they wanted and, you know, where am I headed? What's my future? And finally they're saying, well, what about my beautiful partner here? You know, what about the person I want to share my life with that I can't live without, right? So I'm finally going to put you first. And maybe they're letting you know. Maybe they're letting you know that they've come to that conclusion that they really want this. And but it has been a long road to get here. I will say that. I feel like you have worked really hard and been very patient for this love. So I hope that this is they're being very honest with you, that they really want to put you first right now. Okay. So we're going to go with that. I do believe that. Okay. Let's ask spirit for guidance because this connection is got a lot of love and a lot invested into it. Okay. So we want to make this connection really work and we want you both to be really happy together. So let's thank spirit together. I want to thank spirit for this reading. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you could go to my website, KathyMamolen, psychicmedium.com.